hand function. And we will start with Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Frank, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. First of all, I guess welcome to Sac. It's the first time we've been able to talk to you. I guess, what are your just early impressions of this roster, and for you as a guy who's really easy to get along with and one of the more unique personalities? I guess, how does this roster kind of measure up with your personality?
It's been really good so far. Obviously, early on, see some familiar faces from growing up and playing against Jabari since I was a young kid. So obviously known him for a while, played against Glenn in the Big Ten for a long time. So some familiar faces. Just is a good roster, a lot of good guys, a lot of unique personalities. I would say myself included. So it's been good, been easy getting acclimated, and been a fun couple weeks.
All right, we'll go to Marshall Harris.
Hey, Frank, with the way everything's been kind of condensed with training camp to preseason and the regular season all wrapped up into one that time, what's the biggest challenge for you and you think any team right now getting gelled and getting everything together?
I think you just said it right there. The biggest challenge is trying to get everybody on the same page in a short amount of time. We got a lot of new faces here this year. A lot of young guys that haven't really, honestly, you think about it, we got a bunch of rookies that were at home a couple of weeks ago or training somewhere a couple of weeks ago, and now they got to get acclimated to an NBA style like training camp, NBA style season. And then just with all the protocols and everything's just a little bit different. Everything takes a little bit more time. It's not as fast paced, but when we get on the court and we get together, everybody's got to go as hard as they can. Just not really being able to have that full training camp after having the kind of off season we've had is a little bit difficult. You're trying to go so fast in the beginning, trying to do everything the right way. And when you really think about it, we got a game coming up pretty quick and only 4 preseason games. It feels like it's flying by. So everybody's got to get on the same page quick, which is difficult to do. But I think we've done a good job of doing it so far.
How long does that process usually take in a normal season, and can it be expedited in terms of gelling with your teammates and hitting your stride?
In a normal offseason, I would say yes, because you're able to do things off the court as well. Right now, that's difficult to do. And in this one, you got to try to learn everyone's game and everyone's personality as quickly as you can. For me, I'm kind of more of a learn everybody's game, try to help them play to their strengths and do that kind of stuff. And for me, a lot of that comes from, obviously just watching everybody daily in practice, paying attention while we're in games, doing extra film, stuff like that. But when you're out on the court, you just really got to ask questions. You really got to try to learn people quick. And that can be difficult to do with a short amount of time.
All right, we'll go to Jason Anderson. Sorry, Jay.
All right. How about now? We good? All right, Frank. That was interesting hearing your thoughts about the challenges. Am I still on, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Put yourself in the rookie's shoes. What would it be like to be in their position right now? And do you think that, sort of these complications might have any long-term impacts on this year's rookie?
I try to think about it, not having a summer league and doing all that stuff is it's got to be difficult, because I learned so much in my first year just going through the whole process of summer league and having those practices. Obviously coaches put in what you're going to run throughout the season, so you get a kind of an early crash course in what you're going to be doing throughout the year. But now rookies, it's tough. They've been put in a tough position where they got to come in and learn everything they're going to have to run immediately. And, I got to give a lot of credit to Tyrese. He's come in, he's learned a lot fast. You can tell he's got a hunger for the game. He's picking up on everything quick. And then Jemias and Robert are also doing really well with it too. They're just picking up stuff as we go. It's difficult. You can see it. You can see it in them a little bit. Like, they have a lot of questions, some things they got to really figure out quick. And you can see it too. I mean, we're running NBA actions and practices that they've never seen before. And they got to kind of just learn it on the fly. So it can be difficult, but they're doing a good job with it.
All right, Sean Cunningham.
Hey Frank, how would you say this this up tempo, especially when a team is looking to improve upon their pace from the previous season, how does that kind of fit what you'd like to do?
It's good for me. It's making quick decisions, moving the ball, playing within a flow offense. Obviously a 5-out offense is something I think really benefits me as a player. It's something I'm comfortable with doing. My first 3.5, 4 years, I played strictly at the 4, and now I've kind of moved over to the 5. And I think that's really helped me just from a decision-making standpoint, seeing how offenses work. And then, like I said, it's learning people's games, knowing what they're going to do, trying to make them play to their strengths and weaknesses and take away from their weaknesses. So I just say I'm more of a high IQ player. In this offense where the bigs got to make the decisions, I think that plays perfectly into what I do.
And then just following up on that, when you make that position switch to do more 5, does it really impact you? Are there a lot of differences in those positions when someone like you stretches the floor the way they do?
Yeah. Obviously you see it. We got Rashawn and Hassan, guys who can put a lot of pressure on the rim. Those are guys that command a lot of attention when they screen and roll the rim. And then, when I come in, things are a little bit different. You got to pay more attention to me on the perimeter. The way they have to guard ball screens are different. They got to kind of pay more attention to me out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes and opportunities for other people. It's just I'm kind of a change of pace center. I can do things a little bit differently. I'm comfortable with the ball in my hands and making decisions. So just everything's a little bit different when I come in.